What's up, guys? Welcome back to Waku Radio. I don't know how big you are into conspiracies of like Freemason and shit like that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of that being shown in like music videos and stuff.
Dude, I'm gonna say, if everything is true from all the dirt that the internet's been pulling up, sucks to be Drake right now.
Like, let's be honest. What is a celebrity? Their whole thing is to look good in public.
Yeah.
Like if they were real, they would show everything of their life. The same struggle that they go through.
Right.
Like if you've met celebrities in real life that are like that have been like really popular celebrities, at the end of the day, they're still normal fucking people.
Hey, this song goes with my eating.
Yeah.
It's like a mukbang.
Like a mukbang.
Mukbang. Mukbang.
So we were supposed to be like 2 hours ago, and we're trying to just do like new shit. And every time we do new shit, it never works out, right? There's always technical difficulties. Like right now, I can hear myself echoing, which is not good.
Really?
It's like
I don't hear it.
very little echoing.
Oh, I can hear it now.
And I'm just gonna say fuck it, right? Because I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. But
The show must go on.
yeah, it must go on. So let's just fucking roll, man.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man? What's new? What's trending on TikTok and social media right now?
Man,
I mean,
What-
what's the beef with the whole I was about to say Diddy. No, Drake and Kendrick Lamar and shit? Dude, he's getting slayed. Drake, I mean,
Oh, Drake, yeah.
Drake's getting slayed. There's so many freaking memes going on right now. It's crazy.
have you got any deeper down into like Kendrick's like
No.
have you dissected Kendrick's bars yet?
Lyrics? No.
No.
I'm waiting for it to all die down because the only song that I like is Not Like Us by Kendrick. And that's the only one I can probably dance to.
Yo, bro, so I've been going in like a deep rabbit hole with this shit.
Yeah.
To me, this is like my sense of like a sitcom drama,
Yeah.
type shit. Because like I'll do a little bit of work and then some new news would come out and then I'll dive into it a little bit and then I'll go back to like and then it'll be done because there's no more. It's happening live, so
Right.
not much you can have. But dude, I'm gonna say, if everything is true from all the dirt that the internet's been pulling up, sucks to be Drake right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he is telling the truth and he's completely innocent, then it still sucks to be Drake right now because now you're getting ran through the dirt.
Well, that's the thing about like allegations, right? Whether they're false or they're true, it like they're always going to be true
Mhm.
eventually. And because people are so realist, like people will believe anything on the internet nowadays. Like the video that I just sent you guys earlier
Yeah.
about the Dan,
Mhm.
Yeah.
whatever his name is, and how he's like literally like a huge scammer, like trust fund baby,
Right.
son of like a major scam artist, and like people believed him for years that he was like this
Well, yeah.
dude that got super wealthy off of poker playing or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. But realistically, it was just like daddy's money and where he got that money from was from like scams and like shitty shit, right?
Yeah.
But like you can't believe it. What I'm saying is like allegations, whether they're false or they're true, there's gonna be people who believe both fucking sides.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's kind of what's been going on right now with the beef stuff. I mean, as far as the music wise, I think Kendrick won.
For sure.
But
like
you-
Kendrick wise, but as far as like, I don't really care about the beef now because I think automatically Drake lost now.
Right.
But now I'm looking into like the accusations, everything, and the only reason I'm looking into it is because with the whole P Diddle stuff going on, the Epstein stuff
Right.
going on. I'm like, dude, is this another fucking piece of shit human being, or is he just being like framed?
I don't know, but the only thing I don't get about the beef is what's the role of J. Cole? Because J. Cole's been a part of like some of the memes with the whole beef.
J. Cole was just I think he was just one of Drake's buddies. That's it.
Really?
And
Because
then
the way they portray it, like for example, like the first, remember that anime cartoon they
Yeah.
posted where they copied from Saving Private Ryan,
Yeah.
where J. Cole's on the bicycle, but he's waiting on the bottom of the stairs, and then freaking Kendrick is stabbing Drake.
Yeah.
Fucking, they always make it seem like J. Cole's like the scared one
Well, I think what
You know what I mean?
happened,
Like,
I think what happened
oh.
was basically because of all these accusations going on. Because right now Drake has nobody defending him. Nobody. No one came up and defended Drake really.
Right.
As far as like celebrity wise or rapper wise, it's only been Drake defending. Actually, I don't even heard.
Millie defended Drake,
Yeah, but
but that's only because she
yeah.
helped. Yeah.
Speaking of the Drake stuff, even people in Japan be making diss tracks on Drake.
Really?
Of course.
Even
Yeah.
Japan.
But
Even
it's
Japan,
trending.
yeah.
It's trending. It's a trending thing.
I mean, that's all pretty much everyone's doing is trying to catch on the trend.
Yeah, like I was watching some stuff today, and this dude like was talking about BBL Drake or whatever, and he killed the fucking rhyme, dude. He was like, he put like a green screen of like a doctor's office in the back,
Yeah.
and he's like dressed up like a doctor, and he was basically like just rapping and saying some crazy shit, and I was just like, holy shit, this is fucking fire, bro.
What's the meaning of the whole BBL though? I'm kind of curious.
They say that he got a Brazilian butt lift done.
Like, oh, that's like legit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a
That's
joke.
I don't know if it's true. But I don't know. I'm not in the.
I thought that was like a more deeper meaning behind
No,
it.
they were saying it's because he legitimately just got BBLs. They have proof of him like using Ozempic, and then
Ozempic? Oh, okay.
and stuff like that. But the crazy part is, I don't know. There's someone that came out trying to blackmail Drake now,
Jesus.
and it's been kind of like this like mystery going on because they haven't really revealed who they are.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was this reporter dude at first who was his name is Alvarez, I believe, but he has a disorder where he basically looks like an overgrown child, but he's like his mental wise he's matured to age of 24 or whatever age he is, right?
Yeah.
But body wise, like it's just short limbs, short body, heart, respiratory system. But he looks like a
little person,
like
a dwarf.
He looks like a child that never grew up, like
He
literally like a baby.
Like, what's that one guy's name?
Benjamin Button or something?
No, the other one. The really.
Oh,
popular- Haas. Is it something? I don't know.
the short
Yeah.
black guy, right?
No, not the black guy though. The European dude.
European.
He's like super famous on social media.
I was thinking about that child actor where he died freaking back in the day. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea what you guys are.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it right now.
I think we're all confusing the shit out.
Yeah,
right now.
I'll pull it up somewhere.
But it sounds like some Benjamin Butler type shit.
This is Christopher Alvarez. That's like what he has. He has this disorder where he's like,
Oh,
yeah.
So it's kind of like what I was showing earlier.
yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
The fuck, damn.
Wait, so this guy's trying to.
So everyone thought it was him because there was a video published by on X called Ebony Prince 24K or 2024.
Okay.
Basically the video ends with it shows at a mansion at Drake's mansion.
Ebony what?
The type of Ebony Pornhub popped up. 24K, 24.
Yeah, that one right there.
Ebony 2024.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but
If you go on to
Ebony Prince.
Yeah.
Dude, random thought, dude.
But anyway, so he's trying to blackmail Drake because I guess he has the spots, but it's not him. Everyone thought it was him because there was a video posted with him rolling up in the wheelchair.
Gotcha. And
it wasn't him because he just said it wasn't. So now everyone's kind of confused who's this mystery person because they have Drake's belongings. And basically they gave Drake an opportunity to pick up the belongings, but Drake never came by to pick it up. So now they want to auction it. But first he was going to auction it when the person passed away. When Drake passed away.
Oh, okay.
But Drake's not like something happened or whatever. I didn't really find out exactly what it was. But basically he
sounds like an ex-girlfriend thing though.
It could be, but they're trying basically what they're trying to push is
maybe Drake's gay too.
Maybe. Well, some of the allegations that have been coming out, like
I mean, I wouldn't be like realistically, I wouldn't be surprised if like most of these rappers and artists in the industry are, you know, they play in that realm because like realistically, everything that's coming out right now about Diddy. And like even the hardest rappers like The Game, Usher, like all these guys, right? Usher, JB, all these motherfuckers that are so successful, and then Nickelodeon being exposed, like it's just weird.
Big time.
Yeah, it is weird. And then Drake being part of Nickelodeon and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a lot. There's just too much.
That's right. He was.
Yeah, there's just too much coincidences. And then I guess one of the managers who runs, the person who was helping P Diddy host his parties, was like some older dude. Was the same person that Drake used to host his parties. So basically the rumor is, I guess the whole industry got together, and this is not just like a random attack, but it was like pre-planned or something like that to bring Drake down because Drake was trying to become the new Diddy. summed up
What?
the story.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah.
Like he was trying to blackmail people? Like
Well-
in that sense? Is that the accusation?
Well, he's trying to throw parties with like underage people, with kids coming in, and then bringing like basically what Diddy was doing.
I can okay, like
Yeah,
just thinking about like how that would work, right? As a party planner, it would make sense. Like you're in the industry, right? Where you know, like there's a lot of fame, wealth, networking involved, and then these parties now are, you know, people like celebrity kids from like young ages all the way up to like fucking, you know, the oldest of fucking celebrities, right?
yeah,
And then they're all now mixing and intertwining, and then there's alcohol and drugs, and just like realistically, Hollywood is very like open-minded sexually to a lot of shit. They're just open-minded,
Yeah.
right? Like a lot of the performers are gay. Like think about it, like in high school, right? When we were in like we weren't in theater class, but like we knew the theater kids were a little sus
yeah.
because they just had to be like that
Yeah.
for a performance, right? So like now you're involved in this giant dome of like
Industry.
yeah, this industry, and of course,
Yeah.
I think naturally these things will just take off.
Well,
I just don't get-
one of the articles they were talking about was during what they would do, how they would get these younger girls in there is they would throw free concerts at high schools or events and stuff like that, and say it's for drug awareness or stay in school
Really?
program. That's what I read. Like I said, it was
That's
like
fucking creepy, bro.
so they would go to throw these free concerts and basically go to and then be like, oh, it's anti-drug or keep in school, good grades or whatever. It was like a fake program to have the concert go there. And then as they're having the concert, they'll have their Goonies or whatever. Their
That's like a modern day groupie.
yeah, their
Like,
groupies
you're doing it
basically go
away.
around, get people's Instagrams and stuff like that, and then they'll research the Instagrams and see who wants to come or hang out with the celebrity or whatever.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
fucking weird. I mean,
yeah,
like realistically, I think the celebrity aspect is like, hey, do you want to come just hang out with like some of the cool like people that you've watched on TV and stuff? It's easy for a kid to be like, yeah, oh my god, yeah, and they're just like innocent about it, right?
Mhm.
But like just the intention of like the adult being like, fuck, oh, I'm just trying to fuck, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's so creepy.
I just don't get the fun of it, man. I mean, having a party with kids,
Well,
I don't get it.
I think the reason is
I think it's because we're like normal human beings, so like naturally, like when we do have family parties and stuff, it's a family party.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
I think it's just because kids are easier to control.
Ma-
I mean,
manipulate.
yeah,
you mean?
manipulate. Because if you're like think about someone like his status, his like like his rep, whatever, not rep, but his his status basically, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a superstar, a rapper, whatever, and then you get to these younger girls.
What was that?
I actually hit
Oh.
this. You go to these younger girls, and they're like, "Oh, it's Drake. Oh, Drake wants me to come to the party.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
hell yeah!"
right.
And then like you
That's
automatically
normal.
almost have that control over them.
But that's normal. Like even like as groupies, like
Yeah.
they can do that to women now. Like it doesn't matter how old they
But
are.
then I think
That's just
because the children are not as likely to fight back.
I mean, true.
yeah.
Because like for example, like
Nickelodeon, you know.
and then like for example, like these older women now go for these things, right? I would think, right? They go for them like they might, I mean, we've dealt with women our age, younger women are just annoying, but they are easily manipulated, right? Older women, they're harder to manipulate, but they're also
More baggage.
right? Because they experience more in life. They know what's wrong and right, for the most part. But as a child, they don't understand what's wrong or right, and I feel like
I get
that's
that.
yeah.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, regardless of what it is, like at the end of the day, like you still have that ability to starstruck somebody, and
Yeah.
like the status of everything too. Like that's why there's always young girls on a rich dude's boat, no matter how ugly or fat he is,
Yeah.
right? Or old.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's just it is what it is. Like, oh, I want that status. I want to be riding on a fucking boat and like be cute with all of my girlfriends, especially with social media like skyrocketing that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I want to be that. So, but what I'm saying is like, for my theory at the very beginning, is like you're in this industry where it's all ages. Like
Yeah.
like the producer, like it's producers that are like grown ass men and women who are now like in camera crews and whatever, and they're working with children. So it's like you just have that connection, and then you're working there all the time. And then these kids, they have to come off with this personality in order to be on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there is like a lot of weird bashing conflicts, which is weird to me. That's why I don't think kids should be like realistically publicized like that.
Yeah. But a lot of these people who, like, for example, accusations of these guys going for them, they weren't like in person or anything. I don't think, right? It was mostly like through Instagram, social media. They were pulling these chicks in and stuff like that.
What are you talking about? Like on the boats and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like we're talking about like Drizzy being like from what was that? Degrassi was 15, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Before social media.
True.
But I'm saying like in the industry, right? And then what I'm saying is like with
that's what I'm saying. Like
rich
these kids weren't in the industry though. They're just found like whoever they're manipulating, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just one thing like when you're manipulating someone in the industry.
So they have like a whole heist on how to do like
that's what I read. They had like there's a whole they call it like lover boy method basically.
Yeah.
It's like the lover boy method.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So like they weren't attracting other celebrities. Like they were fucking around with like Millie Bobby Brown or Billie Eilish. Yeah. But then like there's girls that they go to high school with and like bring these chicks in, you know, the whole concert thing I was talking about. Yeah. So they're not really preying on younger celebrities, they're preying on younger random chicks who are like starstruck.
Yeah, I mean, I can think about it like, for example, like let's say like Justin Bieber when he was discovered.
Yeah.
Right? He was like what, 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right?
but actually less than that.
Right? He was
when he's discovered like,
he was probably like 13, 15, whatever, 12, I don't know, whatever.
Right.
But like let's say like for example, like now you're the manager and you're like, "Hey, how do I make you happy as like my talent and stuff like that so I can keep you going?" So there's like a manipulation tactics because most of the time kids they're gonna want to just be kids, like play and all this shit. So I'm thinking like, what if the manager steps out and is like, "Oh, dude, you know, like I'm gonna get him like with girls."
Yeah.
And then he's gonna have more like feel into his music because music comes from like a, you know, that heartbroken place or whatever. So now he's got to hook him up with girls. So now you got to bring like these young random chicks to meet fucking JB when he's like 12 years old.
Yeah.
And you're not going to bring like a grown ass woman, right? That's weird. Unless that's what he wants.
But that's what they did anyway.
You know, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's just a fucked up like
double standard type of
it's
thing.
a fucked up industry thing.
So that album cover right there, that's the red
Drake's house?
Yeah, with all the pedos in there. The red dots, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the house where Justin Bieber shot, like, and Drake shot all of his music videos in there too. It's a fucking massive fucking house.
Yeah.
I bet. I don't doubt it.
It's on the market for sale right now, though.
Well, yeah,
he's hurting.
Yeah.
No, Drake's hurting.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Plus, he's known to gamble a lot of stupid money. So
yeah.
Same thing with like, there's just a lot.
He does a lot of sport bets.
But that's what I was gonna say. It was basically a giant stream of people grooming another person, grooming another person, grooming another person, and it was weird because even in the article they're talking about how like they were inspired by R. Kelly or they were inspired by so and stuff like that. So like it was basically like they're I don't know which I can't confirm which one it was they were talking about with R. Kelly or whoever. But they were saying that he basically like inspired these guys and almost create like a secret group under them.
Like a secret group of pedals?
Oh, jeez.
Well, a secret group where they groom men and women, younger men and women into becoming artists, but also they're like sex slaves.
Really?
Yeah.
That's scary.
That sounds like some pimping shit.
Yeah, it was like some like basically.
Because pimping is like that a little bit.
Yeah, but it's for yourself though.
You know what's a one
for
show
themselves, you know, like they're not. Well, actually, they're probably pimping these guys out. Yeah, they're hella pimping out. So they're pimping out celebrities, basically.
Yeah.
You know what's a good show that depicts what we're all saying about this? It's that one show with
Black Mirror.
No,
Dave.
It's the one with the freaking The Weeknd. He played.
Oh yeah, The Weeknd.
Yeah, that I didn't finish the series, but I watched enough episodes where there's a lot of nuances with they're into that type of industry where you're an artist.
Yeah, if you want to,
and it's like really fucked up.
Yeah, what is
it's like really fucked up if you think about it.
The show Dave, Lil Dicky, they do the same thing, but it's more towards the season 3 where he actually fully goes on and he plays episodes, or he makes the episodes and basically goes into how this, like you'll start seeing this guy groom Dicky in the series.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's like an industry thing. Like it just makes sense. Like you're gonna want to keep your talent happy, right? Like it's fucked up because I can see it.
Yeah.
Right. Just because like, how do you keep somebody who's like really talented without like leaving you for somebody else in a very like dog eat dog world?
Yeah.
So now you have to like try and like manipulate them. You know what I mean? And how do you manipulate them? you have to make them fall in love with you or
Yeah.
become your bitch and hold blackmail secrets. That's why it's hard. And then people have free will, right? Just the thought of free will and like they're willing to go and do something else with somebody else. And it just makes sense why Diddy, and then if Drake is really into it, is Epstein is into it, because once you have dirt on somebody, fucked.
Yeah.
Unless you're, because what's the one thing that you can't really get rid of at the end of the day is pride.
Yeah.
And reputation, right? So if there's fucking blackmail on you, dude, and you're dirt, slave forever.
Yeah.
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 And that's probably why they try to get blackmail on other people too. So it's just a never ending circle of blackmail.
It's like that one quote. I forgot the verbatim one. It's like, it'll take years to build your reputation, but it can take like only a few days to.
Yeah, it'll take minutes.
It'll take
Yeah.
it'll take minutes or some shit like that
To ruin you.
to ruin you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's fucking insane, dude.
It's crazy.
Have you guys seen the other stuff with Gala?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh.
Freaking it's like $70,000. It's pretty much like a gala
the
for
Met Gala?
the Met Gala, yeah.
You gotta space your word out. Met Gala? What the fuck is that, bro?
Gala, bro.
Yeah, it's like, dude, the tickets for one
The
ticket's like
Met
70K, dude.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what it's a fundraiser for?
Oh gosh.
It's
what is
not,
it?
dude. Honestly, I don't even think the money is being used for
But
fundraising.
do you know what is the fundraiser money for? It's actually pretty straightforward. It's the fundraiser is for Met Gala. It's just for all the costume people.
Pretty much, yeah,
Yeah.
because that's why they wear all those crazy. Freaking,
So it's a fundraiser to fund the costumes to put.
Oh,
on
you're
the
talking
show.
about like the fashion designers.
Yeah. That's all it is. It's just to
what it
make
is.
money for them.
I mean, that makes sense though.
And then it's a lot of place. It's also a place where they're, because the show Little Dave by Little Dicky also explains the Met Gala too, and it's also a place where you can announce your like
orientation.
not orientation, but I'm sure you can
like
do that.
sexual orientation?
Dude, I think the Met Gala is where he exposed himself. Sam Smith. Sam Smith, the artist.
It originally was meant to put in whatever you're fighting for, like your cause.
No, I get that.
Yeah, like your charity, basically. That's what originally it was for. So
There's
you go
a-
there and promote your charity
Right.
with all these extravagant costumes and stuff like that. Yeah.
No, I get that, but like, it's just, I feel like they just go. I mean, there's like a few hits. There's a few hits that are really good with the Met Gala, like the fashion, right? Oh, that's pretty dope. That's unique. And there's ones where like that's just crazy.
No, I think Met Gala's retarded. I think
You know what I mean? It's just
whack.
like, and this is like for example, like I was talking earlier about Sam Smith. Is it Sam Smith, the singer?
Yeah.
Sam Smith, he was normal, right? And then all of a sudden he went 180.
Yeah.
And then the Met Gala, was like wearing like a dress. I'm not talking about like the ones who can like pull it off. I mean, I don't agree with it, but like say for example, like Harry Styles. There's a certain thing about Harry Styles, like, yeah, I mean, it's not my thing, right? But like
But he's kind of sus too.
he is sus, but he does it in a way where it's like, oh, you know what? I can see it from him. But then like Sam Smith, it's like, okay. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
But Sam Smith has always been gay though.
I know he has, but like he turned from like a normal, he was wearing suits. And then he went to like this crazy, like flared out dress and shit.
Yeah.
It's like a really extravagant dress.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how big you are into conspiracies of like Freemason and shit like that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of that being shown in like music videos and stuff like that, and I always notice it. But you always see this transition of like when a celebrity, like a musician, gets into like their very first run and they become popularized, like
Right.
skyrocket. They just fucking explode out of nowhere. And it's literally like this whole thing of like they just explode out of nowhere, right? Like Doja Cat, for example.
Yeah.
She like was like doing stuff online and whatever, and then next thing you know, she's literally like the #1 artist all across the Billboard, everything, right? And then there's always this uptick of like fucking like they're like the
rebellious.
Yeah, well, they're like this princess, this queen or whatever, and then it goes down into this rebellion thing, and then there's a reborn stage. And then now they come up as like some type of devil or whatever. It's so fucking weird, bro.
It's crazy.
But Sam Smith went through the same thing because he was like this like ray of sunshine or whatever. And then next thing you know, he's like doing this weird gay shit. And then it's like real devil, like, you know, like dark type of shit. It's so fucking weird that they're doing this.
Yeah.
So so somebody was talking about it being like Freemason stuff. Like they're leveling up.
Yeah.
Because The Weeknd, if you watch his music videos, it's fucking weird too.
Wow.
Like he started, remember how it was normal, and then he started doing those like face in his music video. It was so weird.
And then he unwrapped it like his last music video or whatever, or during one of concerts or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, with the Met Gala, I guess people are judging celebrities at the Met Gala and blocking them.
Celebrities who aren't talking about Gaza are being blocked en masse after the Met Gala. Let me explain. Social media users are blocking celebrities that they believe have not used their platforms to shed light on pressing issues in Gaza. This mass blocking is called Operation Blockout. It all started when TikToker Hailey Bailey posted a video to her 10 million followers in a Marie Antoinette-inspired look at the Met Gala, lip-singing Let Them Eat Cake, a trending sound from Sofia Coppola's 2006 movie Marie Antoinette. This famous phrase epitomizes the idea of the elite being out of touch with the struggles and mass starvation of the common people. Social media users called the video tone deaf since it was posted at a time when Israel is ramping up its military assault in Gaza, which has already left almost 35,000 Palestinians dead, most of them civilians. In response, social media users announced a digitine, a digital guillotine. Using the hashtags #CelebrityBlocklist, #LetThemEatCake, and #Blockout, online users are listing the names of celebrities who attended the Met Gala or have a large following and cultural influence and haven't spoken out about the events in Gaza, suggesting that they should be blocked online, which will have an impact on their digital influence and revenue. The online movement also aims to create more awareness on the topic and to try and push for more pressure on a global action for ceasefire. Kim Kardashian already lost 4 million followers, and Taylor Swift has lost 5 million followers in one night. As many celebrities find themselves on the list of Operation Blockout.
I mean, I get it. Honestly, I don't think I get the whole idea with the issue, right? But we can't honestly blame these top celebrities for not saying a word because, everything's so sensitive these days with information.
Yeah.
We might have the good intention in our head, but then, like, let's say if we're in that same position, it might hinder us more than it actually would. But I get it. I get the whole idea of us speaking out, but it's a really tough topic. You know what I mean? Like, no one's willing to risk their.
I mean, I think that's why they have a simple solution. You don't talk about whatever topic they
Exactly.
talk about. You get blocked. I don't think specifically. I don't really care about. Okay, I don't want to say I don't care. I don't know too much information about what's going on with Israel and Gaza, as far as like how the fight is going, if it's fair, or whatnot. I haven't looked into it. From the few videos that popped up, does look like Gaza's getting fucked up by Israel.
Yeah,
but like what they're trying to say is basically like, I think it's on a good start.
Really?
As far as I think so, because now you're putting accountability on these celebrities. It's no longer who's endorsing them, like who's Gucci endorsing Kim Kardashian or anything. It's now like, hey, now guess what? Your fans are actually answering you now. Your fans want you to promote this. Your fans want you to promote this. If you don't promote it, you're losing fans. So no longer you're losing now by losing fans, you're losing money because you're no longer getting have that attention to 5 more million people.
I mean, I think it's fair. Let me just plug this real quick. I think it's fair because if you're gonna be a celebrity for the people and the people who made you famous,
right?
Yeah, I think it's fucking fair.
I agree with it 100%.
Like if I'm idolize somebody and they don't want to talk about this subject, they want to avoid it, or they just don't have a place for it or whatever. We disagree. Maybe I shouldn't idolize them.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna let them influence the way So
I don't think it's a good idea though to put so much like faith on like these celebrities. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing with political views. You know what I mean? One actor like who's popular can be like, oh, I'm a Democrat, and all of a sudden you're gonna base your decision because he's, you know what I mean? It's like it's kind of stupid.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like you can't even think for yourself.
I honestly agree with you because I think people put way too much faith into a celebrity. Like let's be honest. What is a celebrity? Their whole thing is to look good in public.
Yeah.
Like if they were real, they would show everything of their life. The same struggle that they go through. Right. Like if you've met celebrities in real life that have been like really popular celebrities, at the end of the day, they're still normal fucking people.
Yeah.
I think if anything, they're more insecure than everyone else.
For sure.
They're hella more insecure than everyone else,
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is like, think about it. They wouldn't be in the public eye if they weren't the perfect person.
Yeah.
Why is Kim K so like perfect?
Why don't I mean I wouldn't say she's perfect.
What I'm saying is like that's how they portray her to the public view, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. Like, so do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's like it's a pro and con thing, I think I personally agree with it. I think we should hold the celebrities a little bit more accountable what they push and what they don't push, Yeah. Because they do have a certain influence, right? But the whole thing that started this, if you play the next video on the reaction, was basically like people were comparing Met Gala to the Hunger Games.
It's weird because like there's also people who like will push stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
we've heard propaganda and all these things too. So it could be like a fucking Russian propaganda.
I mean, it could
or
be anything,
Chinese
for sure.
or just like haters.
Yeah.
You know, and then they just trend.
But you know it's kind of funny because you did bring up the school stuff and with the Palestine and everything. There's actually ads going on TikTok now saying there's too much violence against Jews and that it should be stopped. And it was a sponsored ad from TikTok. Yeah.
Let's go back because I'm extremely ignorant to what the fuck is going on with Gaza and Israel. Can someone explain to me what's going on? Because like I have just not.
So like I said, I haven't done too much digging, but the little bit that I have, basically, what
from your understanding,
my understanding from the people, the reason they're complaining about it is because they're just watching what they're seeing, and they're seeing that basically Israel IDF, right? IDF is basically slaughtering people in Gaza. But I'm just saying this is their perspective. Like I said, I haven't dug it. And then they're more concerned about what.
So let me make a small correction. So Gaza is the area that's being affected because they're like pretty much in the middle of it, right?
Yeah, and they're attacking the Palestinians, right?
And that's where they reside, the Hamas and Palestinians. Hamas is a group where they're against the Jews, the Jewish government, pretty much. Okay. I'm not gonna pick sides, but there's faults on both sides, right? Because they've been fighting for like thousands of years, bro. This has been the closest they've gone to peace was probably during Bill Clinton's presidency.
Okay.
That's probably the closest we've ever gone for an actual treaty.
Yeah.
But aside from that fact, like the whole problem with it is Gaza's right in the middle of it. And when it comes to war, there's no winners, right? So a lot of things can be, there's a lot of collateral damage where kids are getting hit. That's where it's getting fucked up. And that's why people are siding with Palestinians. I get it. There's good people in Palestine. There's good people in Israel.
But hasn't that been happening throughout war?
It has.
Children just die. Like, that's just what happens.
That's just what happens. I get it. It's just collateral, right? But like with Hamas, I get where they're coming from. But at the same time, they have extreme views where, they could be burning flags.
Yeah.
So, when people interpret that in the Western area, it's going to be taken not lightly, you know what I mean? We're going to be against that.
Yeah.
Am I doing this?
Especially if, like, let's say group.
Is Hamas and Gaza like two separate things?
Hamas is a group. Gaza is like pretty much like should be like the city or town or the area.
Yeah, it's like a strip, right?
Yeah. The Gaza Strip is like, it's kind of like the North Korea and South Korea, like DMZ.
Yeah.
Damn, this wiki was literally just updated.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, so ongoing war, right? We know that for sure. So an armed conflict between Israel and Hamas, Palestinian militant groups, has been taking place chiefly in the Gaza Strip since October 23. Clashes occur, blah, blah, blah. The war began, blah, blah, blah. Launched a surprise attack in Israel okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
The only thing is with Israel, they're more advanced than Palestinians.
Yeah.
In terms of like military power.
So are they saying that it's an unfair war? Is that what it is? And that it's just too brutal?
It's brutal because they're more advanced in warfare where they have like bombs, they have aerial, they can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
It's like what is going on is basically like it's an overkill. They're basically saying like, dude, you guys are
pretty much, dude.
Yeah, basically you guys are over.
Israel has one of the best air forces in the world.
Right.
Renowned.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They're one of the best.
Yeah, men and women have to go to the military.
For at least 3 years, minimum 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're talking about people who've been trained for military versus a group of militia, which is Hamas. But I think my opinion is
so
I don't want to identify Palestinians with Hamas.
Yeah.
Because Hamas does a lot of
they're a separate group as well.
They do like a lot of extreme shit where it affects even hitting like Israel, where they're harming innocent people too. So it's like
basically the people are just feeling there's too much collateral damage.
Yeah,
there's too much collateral damage going on, and they're like, dude, you're basically slaughtering Palestinians, not just Hamas. Basically,
Hamas,
Hamas
people. Okay, so hold on. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. So what's going on from like somebody who's like extremely ignorant to this? Hamas or whatever the fuck, this militant group, is basically like Al Qaeda in Iran. Is that what you're saying?
I would say they're more like ISIS, probably.
ISIS, Al Qaeda. Okay, but they're a separate group that doesn't have to deal with anything with the Iranians, right? But,
Palestinians.
No, but I'm comparing it to the Iraq War.
To be honest with you, I don't even think I would compare Hamas to Al Qaeda, like all the other extremist groups.
Are they worse? Are they better? What's going on here?
I mean,
seems like Henry might know a little bit more about this.
They fight. I'm ignorant too. I don't know the truth about it, but just from what I've read, what I've watched, all the YouTube and everything else, I'm basing off this is only my opinion. It's not fact, but I feel like they're just a central group of people that are just trying to fight for whatever their view is.
Is it like a civil war type of thing, or?
No, but they're like martyrs for Palestine. You know what I mean? So it's like,
oh, I see.
There's people who support them and there's people who don't support them. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how to say it without
there you
being
go.
flagged. But
let's see. Look at their motivations.
But at the same time, they're not innocent. You know what I mean?
No,
neither side is innocent. They've done some pretty hard, like crazy shit. But it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean,
over 200 Palestinians, including 38 children, were killed.
Yeah,
this is updated like 2 hours ago. Yeah, this is pretty up. So we're talking about like 250 innocent people being killed, right?
Yeah.
Which is actually quite a lot if the events start in October 7th.
Yeah, I mean. I think there's a lot of other countries dealing with some major shit that's not exposed, but
to answer your question, I don't think they're worse than like all the terrorist groups.
Well, I wasn't saying like in a case of a worse. I was just saying like you have the group of Iranian people, Persian people, right?
Yeah.
And then you have like these militias that are like Al Qaeda, ISIS, whatever. And then they're the ones that are kind of like giving this reputation to the country, saying like, oh well, fucking all these people are fucking terrorists or whatever.
Right.
Like, you know how it is. Like, oh, are you fucking 7/11 or 9/11? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is like Palestinians aren't actually like really involved. It's just this small group of minority militias, right? That are just giving.
But what makes it hard? What makes it hard because is they're dressed like civilians. They're not dressed in any like indicating military gear,
Yeah.
Unconventional, yeah.
Yeah, it's unconventional warfare, basically, like Henry says. So they're not, it's not like seeing a U.S. soldier walking through, like, oh, obviously he's U.S. or Russian soldier. Oh, obviously that's Russian soldier.
Okay, I got you.
They're like wearing turbans and shit, whatever the Palestinians wear. That's probably ignorant of me saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of their culture.
Yeah.
Part of their culture.
And they just blend in. So it's like, how do you distinguish friend versus foe?
It's the same thing with because America, when we went to the Vietnam War, that was America's first unconventional war ever, and one of the reasons why we had such a high death rate because they were using unconventional methods in Vietnam. And they were using like cheap methods, like using fecal matter to pugil state. Like,
hold on. In warfare, there's nothing that is cheap.
No, but in terms of like compared to like the money that we spent as America, versus what Vietnam spent, way below the ballpark,
You're like saying Vietnam spent more money or
less?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's a country of poverty,
right?
I'm fucking Vietnamese, so I have to defend this fact.
No, I know, but
they're broke as fuck,
but they had a high success rate of killing Americans.
Yeah, that's
for something for a low budget.
Right,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I get that, but I'm just saying like I get that. But also, you have to think about it, right? Like, if you're losing, you have to think about unconventional methods to win.
Right,
it just makes sense.
No, I get that. Yeah. I'm just saying in terms of like the method of it.
Yeah.
People have to resort to certain methods. You'd be surprised what people can make bombs out of. You know what I mean? Especially
that's fucking true.
Over there, it's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy what the Vietnamese did. For sure. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have X amount of napalm bombs and whatever.
America did fuck up Vietnam though.
It did, we did. Yeah, it was a very unpopular war.
Fucked.
It was a very unpopular war. But like, back to the whole this area of the world, it's like, it is hard, but it's like,
I mean, I just
it's hard to choose who's right and wrong, because, you know, these people have been doing it for so long. It's just like, there's never been an agreement for whatever whatever the issue is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
And they've been fighting forever.
no, yeah, you're talking about back since like Crusades, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
It's like, dude, get over it.
So it's like finally like there's major exposure on social media because of this.
But it but back to what you said earlier, like it's not easy to get over, because like for them it's like,
it's almost like the Nazis versus the Jews, right? Like it's kind of the same thing. Like,
but no, but
like you can't say like, hey, get over that fucking face. Like,
right,
you can't.
But the thing with the Nazi and the Jews, it was very one sided. You know, they were more of like the whole, I forgot the term of it, but they were in the perfect type of human being, right? That's what the Nazis were.
Yeah.
That whatever.
And they were trying to
what is it? Marxism? I forgot what it's called. But
yeah.
anyways, that was that war. But for like the whole like middle, like Jerusalem and all that, it's complicated because it involves like religion and land. And the whole, who holds the true ownership of the land? That's where it lies, you know, because, you know, consider back in the day where like Jerusalem was considered the Holy Land.
Yeah,
people fought over it, you know, like it was like the whole thing with what's his name, Salahuddin and versus King Edward, not Edward.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They wanted claims to the land,
right? But then, you know, we don't. I don't know. I have another opinion for that, but that's something else, you know. So
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I just think we should just get the fuck out of there. You know, it's none of our business. You know, America.
It's too late now. We sent money.
We should just.
I mean, Ukraine too.
We sent, dude.
We should stop. I think you know, with the whole Met Gala and everything. I think people. I mean, I don't think people are just getting sick. People are just getting annoyed. Fuck the Gala. I don't give a fuck. $70,000 for the cheapest ticket.
I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? Megala.
Hey, you guys been to the Met Gala?
Get Arnold Schwarzenegger over here.
Like motherfuckers just on TikTok just what the fuck is he saying? It's Met Gala, bro.
All right, at the Met Gala. It's a stupid ass event, anyways, with a stupid ass name.
It's all money, man. Okay, so everything's money. Bro.
Hold on,
that's all it is.
What's your? I want to know what's your gripe like with it. Are you saying that it's just like it's just a pointless event?
I'm just tired of all these celebrities. That's it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I'm finally glad and happy and just feeling good. Like all these people are actually realizing it finally.
Yeah, like they stopped putting like an importance.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, they're just fucking regular people. Like, why are you giving them such much importance? Like, chill the fuck out. Just because they have a bunch of money, they still fuck everyone else around them over.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck about anybody else. And why you give them so much power?
That's like one of the greatest things that I'm seeing right now is like a lot of like people now are basically stepping away from like large corporations and like there's more support towards like small businesses. They're not really entrusting everything into the government anymore, and they're taking that back and they're trying to be more patriotic and go back to the constitutional rights, which is awesome.
Yeah,
right. Because I think we all know, like, dude, like the private corporations they're ruling the United States, they're ruling the world, right? And we need to take that back because they're starting to control us. BlackRock, fucking Vanguard, all of these major corporations that you probably invest your fucking money into for stocks and your bonds and all of these things.
I do,
yeah, everybody does, dude. If you have a bank account, you are giving your money to them. You know what I mean? If you use a fucking credit card, if you sign up for anything major, they have your information.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I think now people are starting to take a step back and taking more, I guess you can say, a more holistic approach, because it's not it's not
your traditional.
It's not. Yeah. It's unconventional.
Yeah. I get it.
Maybe we should start changing this into like the most unconventional podcast because like we're huge supporters of unconventional shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like let's rebel against what's traditional and get the fuck out of there, and let's do what it should be done.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like how we were talking about earlier, the uptake in country music coming up, right? You know?
Oh yeah.
With, like Post Malone and stuff like that.
It's like any other trend, you know?
Yeah.
You know? There's always going to be something that's going to be creative and people are going to just jump on it for a little bit.
Yeah. But I think that's also the fact that it's like, you know, there has to be something that leads to that where it makes it like, especially with like music like this, where everyone's switching genres, you know?
Yeah.
I think they're just people just want some.
Do you ever think it might be like because there's a lot of like manipulation tactics when it comes to like anything. Like it could be from like visually, like propaganda. Like I'm gonna go back to that again because like you can't believe everything online.
Yeah.
Like you don't know where the original source is from. You don't know what their intentions are, and those things usually happen whenever there's content. So like if there's music being written and like why is this song like you always have to ask the question, why is this a popular song?
I like how you brought that up because for kids, for example, right?
Yeah.
I was talking to a few kids, like 9 years old, both, right? And they watch YouTube and they ask questions and they say certain things that are like off the wall to the point where these kids fully believe it.
Yeah.
And I always told these kids, I was like, hey, dude, you can't always believe everything. You have to kind of do your own research for it, right? And I mean, I know they're kids, right? But like at the same time, it's like from like the bigger picture of it, it's kind of scary, like when kids can actually truly be fully invested into one idea, and they'll just rock with it, dude. And you know, because we're adults, we know
that is the scary thing.
Yeah, we know what's real. We know for the most part what's real and what's not real for the most part, right? Unless we do our own research. But at the same time, it's like when you have like a large group base where kids are now having access to, like, let's say being an influencer.
Yeah.
I mean, look at freaking Ryan's tour. What's it called? Ryan's tour review.
Yeah.
Dude, he was already like 11. So can you imagine now? There's more access now for kids who can do more.
Yeah.
And there's no filter to it. So it's like,
I know it is very scary.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because like with my kid too, like he'll show me videos like that he's watching on like YouTube Shorts or whatever, and then I have to like tell him like, dude, you can't believe everything.
Yeah,
real. Like some of these people just make jokes and then people take it seriously, or they just. I can't say shit posting, but shit posting is a very popular thing because it's fucking funny, right?
And it's clickbait too. It's part of it.
Like you can't believe that shit. Like that's the reality. Is like, dude, I love shit posting stuff, but I know I can differentiate between like, is this real? But like at 9, 10, 11, 12, I'd probably believe a lot of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Especially with like AI and everything.
Yeah.
Dude,
like the video I sent you, it was from what it's supposed to be like it was AI generated. It was about the award show or whatever.
Yeah, freaking, that was definitely I looked it up. I was like, nah, he did not say that. But it works so well with AI.
Like you couldn't even tell.
That's
why they sent it to you guys. I was like, is this real? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you talking about that video earlier?
Yeah. With the AI shit, it's just pretty crazy.
I think they should just use that type of thing for funny shit.
Post video here.
Yeah.
Insert
video here.
Okay, cool.
The only funny AI video that was fake that I loved was the one with Joe Rogan, David Goggins, and that one.
Oh yeah,
the plus size guy.
But that's shit posting.
Yeah, I know that. I like that. It's entertaining. Yeah. But like, dude. Man, some of the shit's like, okay, you guys are going too far with this.
But
shit.
no, like even like when they do like the presidential shit, like with Biden and like Trump saying crazy shit, and then they splice all those words together to make them say stupid shit or music, and it's like, yo, that's fucking funny,
right?
But like somebody who's ignorant to the fact of like comedy or humor, they're just gonna be like, oh my god, this is real. It's kind of like when we gave shit to our parents back, like mom, dad, you can't believe fucking everything you see on Facebook, right? Or like WhatsApp. And it's like, oh, did you know, blah, blah, blah. Or like, no, you can't send money to the Nigerian fucking princess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like somebody emailed me from the Philippines or Vietnam or whatever. Like, no, don't fucking give them money. It might be a scam.
Yeah.
Or like, or the typical scam where they used to mail you the utility bills.
Yeah.
Like they still do those scams. Like I was talking to a friend of mine who's like a IRS agent. And he was saying that those mail scams are still super profitable even to this day. Like those mail scams where they send it out and they're like, hey, you got to pay your electric bill or it's going to be shut off in 2 days.
Yeah.
Right.
Super profitable to this day. So imagine if you send out like a stack of letters, like 500 letters, right? And you got 10 people to pay you. And let's say like the average cost of electricity is probably like $250, $300. And they paid it from 10 people.
Yeah.
You just made like $3,000 from a fucking scam.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
That's pretty wild. That's fucking
so many ways to con people in creative ways.
Yeah. Fucking mind blowing, bro.
It's crazy.
It's like did we talk about Dan Bilzerian on this episode?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's I did a little bit. Yeah, I did.
It's like Dan Bilzerian you mentioned with the video and everything. He's just a scammer.
Yeah. Did you guys watch it though?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
I watched part of it.
Okay, let's play it real quick then. Jabarkus. Did you guys watch the Jabarkus?
Yeah, I watched Jabarkus.
What's Jabarkus?
You didn't watch it?
Which was Jabarkus? Oh, wait. Jabarkus, calm your ass down. Okay. What the fuck?
Let's watch that one first. I was gonna. That shit was hella.
Is it a different video? It doesn't sound like this.
Oh shit.
Baby, look, when life give you Jabarkus, get your ass.
Jabarkus.
Who the fuck names their dog Jabarkus?
Yo, it's
like Jamal.
Yeah.
It reminds me of those trends where it's like these white boys or like they're like, oh, my life before a black woman, my life after a black
I love
woman.
those videos. All right, let's watch this. Okay. All right, ready?
Hey bro, we be making fun of our parents for believing everything on the internet, but don't act like this man didn't have us all fooled. Meet Dan, and you see, Dan had a problem. His life was crumbling before his very eyes, because you see, his living was based off of you believing he was rich. Listen, when you're a public figure and you have a company, stocks go up and down depending on you. Think about Elon Musk. When people like Elon Musk, stocks rise. When people didn't like him, stocks crash. Dan had this company called Ignite. Now, it was all fun and games until he fired his vice president. His vice president said, you don't want to do that. Dan said, and what you finna do about it? His vice president said, Dan said, what? He said, I'm finna get my get back. Oh, and he got his get back. In one of the pettiest moves I've ever seen, his vice president sues him for wrongful termination. But that wasn't why he sued him. He sued him so he can show the world how Dan was really spending his money. The judge said, sir, why are you here today? He said, all the girls that you see Dan with, he just be renting them. He just be flying them out. Dan said, objection. The judge said, hold on, I want to hear this. He said, yeah, that mansion he said he bought, he just rents that too. He don't really got the money to afford it. The judge said, all right, hold on, sir. All right, how is this relevant? He said, I'm gonna get to that. All the money Dan be spending on stuff, that's all the company's money. He don't really got money like that. He don't got bread like that. Judge said, all right, come on now. How is Dan being a bum relevant? Dan said, objection. The VP said, y'all got that down? The typewriter said, oh, I got it right here. Now, as soon as the whole world hears this, Dan's stocks start to plummet. But remember how I told you they be going up and down depending on the person. His stocks start to rise again because he gets a new business advisor. But when they hear about who his business advisor was, it starts to plummet again because the business advisor was none other than his father, Paul Bilzerian. And here's where things start to get wicked. See, Paul Bilzerian was not allowed to technically be his advisor. Why, you ask? Well, because he's a felon, a certified scam artist. He specialized in corporate takeovers and was really good at hiding money. And he was ordered to pay all of that money back. He said, I don't got it. So he filed for bankruptcy. But see, then people started to ask Dan, how did you get all this money to start your company in the first place? And that goes to how Dan started being famous in the first place. He first came out as a professional poker player, making a huge splash because he was very extravagant. He then claims to have won $50 million in a year. Poker players said, cap. He said, prove it. They said that poker series you played in, you was 180th place. I seen you play. You not that good. It almost seemed like you just wanted people to know you played poker. Not really. He said, let me just stop you right there. I don't play against famous players, dummy. I play against billionaires on the low secretly, so you can't prove it. But coincidentally, he started making a big splash in the poker scene around when his trust fund was activated. He then starts his company, and then they find out the person who gave him all that money in the first place was helping him run his company in the background. And now the FBI gets involved because you see, part of his conviction was if your name and company come up in the same sentence, we finna get on your ass. Paul said, oh, I ain't going back to the pen. He said, I was just helping my son out for free because he was screwing up all his money. His son says, I'm not close to my dad. I don't even know him like that. The FBI says, oh, you must think we stupid. So a judge orders Dan's company to give them financial.
So this basically goes on and it basically says like Dan Bilzerian is basically a huge scammer. He's a trust fund kid. His dad was a professional, basically scam artist.
I mean, we've always known he had a trust fund, right? But
I didn't know that. I had no idea that he had a trust fund. I thought that he like, because the first story I ever heard of him coming out was that he was a poker player.
Right. No, but I did hear about him getting money from his family because he's not he wasn't raised poor, right? But before this whole con artist, whatever allegation or whatever it was, I thought my assumption was he got the money, but he used that money to build the business of the online gambling, and that's what made him launch him becoming like millionaire status with his building from that.
Kind of like the Trump story you're saying, like
kind of like that, yeah.
Borrowing money from his dad and then made it a thing,
right? But now like this is in the limelight. It's like I don't know. It's kind of I mean I could believe it. Yeah, it makes sense. But you know, I don't think the idea of him singing the middle of the video was like, well, he had no money. I mean, honestly, people, like, for example, like Ty Lopez, right?
Yeah.
He has money. He's a millionaire. But even it was already admitted that his mansion was rented. His cars were also leased.
Yeah.
But it's not because, you know, he can afford it, but he was smart financially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of, depends on like your situation. Some people, that's what they prefer whenever they'd rather lease than rather buy the whole product. But I mean, I don't know. There's so much going on. I have to like see more before I can make final judgment on.
With Dan Bilzerian, they're saying basically he was running his business like Elon is. So the price of the stock is how he makes his money.
Yeah.
So
right.
If the stock goes up, he makes more money. If it goes down, it goes down. So technically,
but is it as bad as like, for example, my type of like scam that's really bad for me is like Logan Paul. Logan Paul did a really fucked up scam with the whole, what do you call that thing with the art?
The NFTs?
NFT and shit. You know, people dumped into that one coin that he made. And those monkey, one of the monkey ones he made, and people, you know, of course, they love Logan Paul, right?
Yeah.
But they dumped their own money. These regular people.
Yeah.
And he took that money.
That's the craziest thing about,
you know what I mean?
Influence, though.
Right.
That's why we need to take that shit away from influencers
Mm-hmm.
and celebrities.
But I don't think, I haven't seen anything where Dan Bilzerian, where he totally scammed. Like, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, any business can be technically scam, you know, but that's the risk of whatever you're investing, you know.
Maybe I'm wording it wrong. I don't think I mean that's my opinion though. I don't know the full truth. I have to go more deep I feel
into it,
that.
but you know.
But I think let me fix what I was saying. I don't think that we should take away those things because hey, look, if you're dumb enough to fucking invest your money into people that you don't fucking know or anything like that, and you're willing to listen to them and it's a 50-50, it's up to you. But like I think people should really realize that like you should do your own fucking research. You should take your own risk.
But no one ever does that, you know?
They just listen and they just say fuck it.
I mean, don't be wrong, I'm guilty of it. Whenever I see certain things, like for example, like we talked about like the other episodes we were talking about Elon Musk with Neuralink.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a firm believer. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like very invasive. It's a whole different thing, like a whole different level of like what do you call it? Security for you to trust a company enough for you to go into your brain.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like, you know, I like the idea of it, and I know I have to do more research on it too. But you know, I've done enough. I think I would still invest into like stuff like that versus like, let's say what you were saying earlier, like, you know, if you're not doing your research, then you're going to end up losing money, like how like what you did with like investing with like Logan Paul, hell, I don't know, maybe Dan Bilzerian or, you know, all these other A-list celebrities, you know, and shit like that. But I don't know, man. I mean, you know, it's kind of it's a give and take.
You know, I'm gonna say this. Fuck Dan.
There's only one guy that I didn't like that I met in real life that was an influencer.
Yeah.
It was that guy, that big buff guy. He's a bodybuilder. He just lifts weights. Kai
Green?
No, not that. No, he's nice.
I was like, Kai
Green. You just need to block these names.
No, it's the dude.
No, I'm keeping Dan Bilzerian in there.
Oh no, it's the fuck, dude. It's that one big buff black guy.
Terry Crews?
No. He's cool. I'm talking about he's a YouTube guy. He started off. He's like he went to prison at one point.
Green? Kai
Green is a bodybuilder. Come on. God dang it. I can't believe I couldn't think of his name.
The big black guy that went to prison. That fucking hyphy mud shit?
Black guy.
Is that
was it guy? Hold on.
Hyphy mud?
Oh wait.
CK something?
No, sorry, Cali, not Kai. Cali Muscle. Sorry, Cali Muscle. Yeah, I met him in the gym one time and it was a really hype gym and I got like free pass, right? It was like a really expensive gym. Anyways, I went to the gym and I saw him and I went up to him like I wanted to say hi and I shook his hand hella dissed my ass, bro. Like, you can't be just walk. I mean, I get it. You can't be just walking up to people, which is true, right? I get it. Looking back at it, but at the same time, damn, you didn't gotta do me dirty like that.
This guy right here.
Yeah, that guy. I met him in real life.
I mean, he seems like an asshole. That's kind of
Yeah, dude, he was a dick to me, bro. But like at the same time,
will you fight him?
would I fight him? I mean, I wouldn't.
Hey, I challenge. I
I'll
would
be
cha-
faster than him.
I would challenge.
Yeah, but if he catches me, fuck.
I would challenge.
Slams my ass into concrete. Fuck, dude, I'm fucked for life. Shit.
Yeah.
I gotta keep my distance, like like Devin Haney or some shit. You know, like
Nah, you just gotta increase his heart rate. You know.
Yeah, you know his balls are.
he changed his diet. He's not as big as it used to be.
Oh really?
Yeah, because he was unhealthy as fuck.
He went vegan now and some shit like that. But he's still buff though. Like
He went vegan.
yeah,
That's
he went like vegan or vegetarian or some shit.
That's cool.
Because he had like an operation with his heart. And
Oh, actually, I did hear about that. Yeah, he did have some situation.
yeah.
Why don't you just scare him, dude? He would have got a heart attack.
Stupid.
You know, like no.
Stupid ass.
But like, at the same time, like I don't want to like let the audience mislead him because like there's like some people I've met that are really super down to earth, but they have like over 100 or 500,000 subscribers. I met these people, super great. But then there's a few, of course, they're not all gonna be winners. But
No, Dan's a douche. I'll tell you exactly what happened. He came in at like 3 o'clock. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, right?
And I really have a thing for Dan right now.
I'll tell you why. So he pulls up. There's like, it's slow and everything. And it's late at night. And he goes, hey, can you leave this up front? I'm like, sure. We just got to take the keys. So we take the keys and leave his car up front.
Oh,
like,
that's not him.
Nicely,
Yeah.
And then he goes in, eats his stuff, comes back out. We hand him the keys. He does not even say thank you or even look at us.
Yeah.
Just kept walking away.
Fuck.
Not even a thank you or anything. And I was like, all right, asshole, I left your car up here. I hope I'd never see you again.
This guy, he doesn't look like the type he kind of looks like Dylan, to be honest.
Maybe I've just been lucky meeting like popular people.
Right?
It's like that one time when I used to work at the casino at the Wynn. I met
This is Dylan with money.
Dumb. Yeah, Dan Bilzerian he's the only celebrity I've met and actually had an interaction with, and it was and my last. After that, I was like, fuck celebrities.
Damn,
maybe that's my issue too with the Met Gala. I'm like, fuck celebrities. I hope you guys all lose all your fame.
I met a handful of them, but I've been lucky to meet the nicer ones, I guess. Like I met the one from Shark Tank, Robert Urjevec.
Oh, nice. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he is. Because back when I used to work at the casinos doing a mini bar, I didn't realize one of the VIP attendants of the room. And it's crazy too, 'cause like he can afford any of like the villas if he wanted to, but I guess he's just doing it for like the night. So he spent like a normal suite, but like it's not like a fancy one, right? So it kind of took me off guard when he opened the door, and he's just like, and I paused for a second. I'm like, took me like maybe 5 seconds. I was like looking my white ass eyes and shit, and I had to serve him for his room and shit for his alcohol. Well, he reset his snacks and all that shit.
Hey, what if he like opened the door and he's just butt ass naked with his big ass swinging dick, right? And he's like, 500.
Wait, what?
500
for what?
You suck my dick. Right?
Get the fuck out! I don't give a fuck about your Shark Tank deals. Like the fuck. You got me fucked up, dude.
50,000.
Dude, hell no.
Really? You want to do it?
50,
No, dude.
50,000.
Dude, you could say you've had his dick in your mouth.
No. You can go fuck yourself. How
Yeah,
about
you get some clout.
dude, fuck, that ain't no clouds. Gay as fuck. Dude. Like, dude, I might be a fan of Shark Tank, but goddamn, yo, what?
Not that big of a fan.
Are you a fan of Shark Week?
I love Shark Week, but it's not as cool as it used to be, though. You know what I mean? There's only so much. Like,
Yeah, everything's AI now, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Shark Week with your chick every month.
Oh no, nobody's a fan of that. The fuck?
Oh, like getting your Red Wings and shit like that?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
Just hearing like getting bitched at, you mean?
Nah.
No, like eating the.
I know what Red Wings are.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, he's like, are you a fan of Shark Week? And it's like, Shark Week is known for women to be bitchy as fuck. Right? They're just bitchy. No, most men aren't a fucking fans.
I am not a fan of that. No.
Yeah, nope. Not a fan of getting bitched at. Not at all.
Gives me a headache.
Anyways, let's go back to this because we didn't even do this one. All right, this is Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, bouncing around today.
Hi, Monster on the beat, oh, beat, oh, any rap nigga, he a freak, though. Man down, fall like Amber Lambs, tell him free, bro.
Amber Lambs.
Nigga, across, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni?
Let's do the lyrics. I mean, read the lyrics. Watch.
He can hate, fuck 'em all into mama. How many options really got? I mean, there's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
Damn, John Stockton.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Hold on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him.
Damn. Yeah.
I hear you like I'm young.
Let's wait for it. There's another one.
Spell black one. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him.
Ooh,
When they get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy?
Watch here.
Ooh, that fuck him up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Oh, dude. That was the reference to
Trying to strike a chord.
Yeah.
Miley. Not Miley. Millie.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. You think the pay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. Big cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? Be red, that's for bitching. You Malibu, most funny. Ain't no love boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes. Well, over your foe. The other vaginal option. Famous all big contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fuck on Wayne Grow. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up, it's the must we outside. Ay.
Dude, this song goes hard.
Damn, that's crazy. He basically burned the shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's no way that Drake is winning this at all.
No.
Like, there's no way.
I mean, he released how many diss tracks?
Who, Drake?
No, Kendrick,
Kendrick? Yeah,
released
he's
like what, more than 4 already? And then Drake
Yeah.
only released what, 2?
Yeah.
Back to back.
I mean,
Dude.
hands down, if you just take away like the words and everything,
It was D. Like, there's
Kendrick slaughtered.
Yeah.
He
Right.
only
He's a real lyric.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake has a bunch of ghostwriters.
Yeah,
and
and then like the levels of Kendrick's like dynamic through his music and everything. Even each song was a different mood because of the song. It was just crazy. Kendrick's,
it's gonna
Wait,
be a
Kendrick's
wild-
the GOAT.
But
Yeah.
didn't you were saying something about how like the whole industry is basically after him because he's like a white boy that's trying to be black or something like that?
Well, I think that was like so DJ Khaled came out, and a lot of people are basically saying like you're not black enough to be calling yourself black because of the history.
DJ Khaled.
Not Khaled, sorry. Rick Ross.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
DJ.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah, sorry, Rick Ross. If you actually play the video, you can see it's on YouTube. Just put Rick Ross diss Drake, but he basically says "fuck you, Drake," and the whole industry. There hasn't, at least I have not seen a celebrity, a rapper that came and
Champagne Moments. He made a whole.
Oh yeah,
music
Champagne.
video.
Yeah.
He made a whole ass music.
That was
Oh, yeah,
the
probably,
track. That was the track that you're talking about.
Is it? Yeah, then play it. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Not seen this.
I haven't seen this either.
Fish tanks and marble floors living big and bad. Niggas laugh until they hit with my official jab.
All right, we need a lyric.
Yeah.
I have no idea what these motherfuckers are saying. Oh, this was released a month ago.
Yeah.
This wasn't it then, though. It was just DJ Khaled just talking. Or not DJ Khaled, Rick Ross just talking.
I heard DJ Academics was also
Because
in
there
some
was
shit too.
there was a thing where 50 Cent and I think Rick Ross, it was pretty much warning Drake what he was doing.
Yeah, something.
And Drake just kept going with it.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where now Kendrick's firing back.
So
that I think that's what happened.
the reason I say the reason I thinking it might be the whole like hip hop industry going after Drake is because it's just I'm just adding all the stories up together. It just doesn't make sense, you know. First he goes in this, you know, this rap beef or whatever, and then all of a sudden he gets dirt. Drake says it's fake dirt, but then this Ebony Prince comes out and starts releasing more dirt, basically saying like, if you don't do this, whatever, I'm gonna release more dirt, or I'm gonna sell the items or whatever. So it's like there's just more things coming up, and then people are saying like Kendrick. It's like it's just crazy how fast he came up with these come-ups, these comebacks, these diss tracks, basically.
Well,
Like one diss track he really released within like the same day, like it was ready. So they say he was ready, like crazy.
Wait, so what are you're losing me. Hold on. So what are you saying? Because
well, basically
what I think it is it wasn't publicized.
Yeah,
is what you're saying, and then like it finally came to the public, and they're like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna come out."
Yeah, and some people are, and what it seems like is like some people say they chose Kendrick to be the one to initiate this attack because he's the only one that can execute the lyrics the way he did and get people to like pay attention, I guess. Like put a fire under all this shit.
I mean,
like bring it to attention, like this beef and all that stuff.
So is it like a setup? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically it's a setup. Like this whole thing was a setup by the hip hop industry to take Drake out because he was trying to lead. They saw what he was doing and how he's been running, and he's running with this.
So are you saying the hip hop industry is basically like intimidated by Drake?
No, they just don't want another Diddy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. They just don't want another Diddy. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Because he was following the same path. The same person that was throwing. Same person that was throwing Diddy's parties was throwing Drake's parties. Drake's into little shit.
I see.
And then that's why they're saying calling him a pedophile and everything. They're like Kendrick was the only one that was able to execute this properly with all the junk information that was given to them.
Right.
Not junk information, but the
because I
leaked
was so
information.
confused what we were saying earlier.
So basically there was a leak inside Drake's compound or whatever, OVO group, right? And that leak was OVO was giving the leak to Kendrick.
Yeah.
And then it was like this whole thing that was basically to bring Drake down.
So you think this is a way to bring him down, but also protect him, so that way he doesn't go down the path? Maybe.
No, I don't.
I mean, that would
or they literally trying to like just put him down.
I think they were trying to give him warning shots, and the internet does what the internet does.
Yeah,
start pulling up dirt.
But I mean,
I don't.
I feel like if they wanted him gone, they would just execute his ass, like what they did with Pac, what they did with Biggie.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't think they want him to ever come back into the industry. So they're trying to discredit him, ruin him completely. Because he could kill. How do you know he actually dies?
Yeah.
How do we know Epstein's dead? Yeah. We don't. Like, that's what I think. That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, there's no conclusion to this, but it's just everything.
Yeah, just smear the shit out of his name.
Smear the shit out of his name, destroy him completely, so he can never step.
Drake.
Yeah, so he can never step foot back into the industry.
I see.
Yeah,
I mean that makes sense though. If you want to destroy your enemies, that is the way to do it.
Yeah,
because like even if he were to die, he would be so famous. Like he would just get more rich as he's dead. Like that's what happened with like Michael Jackson. Like his network blew up. Fucking Tupac blew up. Like so many artists blew up after they died.
Yeah. And that's the thing they were trying to avoid. They just want him out of the industry completely. They don't want him done. But again, this is all speculation because I'm just putting everything together.
It could be propaganda.
It could be propaganda. Yeah. Maybe Kendrick is just like, dude, fuck you, Drake. I hate you. I'm gonna put all the disinformation I can. I don't give a fuck how fake it is. I just want to destroy you. Who knows?
Well, Kendrick's known to be one of the real ones. So
yeah, he is. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's always been touted to like, if there was like a modern day NWA, for example, he'd be one of like the members.
Oh yeah,
I could agree with that
because he's been approved by Dre and like Ice Cube and all that shit.
Yeah, but like really, who are like the realest? You think are the realest rappers? I would say
Eminem. You got Eminem, Kendrick, J. Cole.
I don't know, J. Cole, really?
J. Cole, his lyrics are actually pretty good. If you actually like really read into it, it's actually really good. It's just not like your typical type of like hip hop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in terms of like the whole lyricist type of like topic,
he is a very
he's really good.
Yeah, he is a lyricist.
And then I got Hobson. I like Hobson. I'm a big fan of Hobson, but he hasn't really been getting the credit that he deserves.
Well, I think it's because he's too gangster for the industry. Like not like that gangster, but like he's like too raw for the industry. Like he's uncontrollable. And I've watched interviews of him where they've talked about he's talked about mental health issues.
Right.
So like I think he's not mentally stable either.
But the thing is, uncontrollable, it doesn't mean he won't make it. I mean, look at Eminem, for example. He was he gave zero fucks. You know, back when in his prime.
Yeah, but not in an unhealthy mental way though.
I mean,
Like when
but
it's
he's
like
still
meant, like when it becomes not like a mental disability type of thing, where it's like, you know, depression.
Oh, you think?
Stuff. Like then you have like some really erratic behaviors. Whereas like Eminem, he just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was just ruthless white boy that was trying to make it into the industry.
Yeah.
So he had to set himself apart from everybody else.
Yeah.
And he did.
I mean, what if Hobson just doesn't want to get in because he just sees the back end of all this shit and he's like, I don't want to be part of it.
I mean, he has. He
Yeah.
got fucked by his own crew.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's happened before.
You're right.
So he's salty about it, but he's still a great fucking artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our Hobson's dope. I don't know.
I like Hobson too, yeah.
I like Kid Cudi too.
Kid Cudi's dope. He's a pothead though, right? He's a huge pothead.
So is Wiz Khalifa. I mean, I don't know which.
I don't know.
What do you say when you say huge pothead in that industry? I mean, I'm thinking about like Snoop and.
You know what I've been listening to
I
lately?
mean, those are
Again, Lil Wayne.
really.
Lil Wayne's sick.
His shit's
Oh,
been
Lil Wayne-
popping
Lil
to
Wayne-
me lately. I'm like, yo, shit goes hard. Why did I stop?
Lil
listening to
Wayne's
this
dope,
shit?
man.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne's dope as well.
So-
He's actually a really good lyricist too.
Mhm.
People, I feel
I
like
agree.
people don't give him enough credit, but he's a fucking genius lyricist.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You think people don't give him enough credit? I think people
Yeah.
give him a lot of credit too.
No,
Really?
I don't.
You
I
think?
feel like he's got discredited over the years.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like at first he like was like on a hype train for sure, and then something happened where they were saying, because the whole thing with like Birdman and like him being gay and shit, and
Wait. Who's gay?
you know Birdman, you know how they were like,
But who's gay? Who's gay?
Lil Wayne and Birdman, they were saying like,
Really?
they were saying that Birdman was doing the same fucking thing that Diddy was doing to like everybody else.
Like Diddy and Meek Mill is like to Birdman and Lil
yeah,
Wayne?
yeah,
Bro, really?
yeah, they were saying all that shit.
Oh fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they
That's
were saying
crazy.
all that stuff. There's huge accusations. I'm sure that will pop up eventually.
I cannot imagine. I imagine Birdman's like, yeah.
Dude, that look like fucking Birdman right there on the screen, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, there was like this whole there's been a lot of accusations. But like the real ones though, like I think 50, because he's been trying to expose Diddy forever.
Oh yeah.
Like-
They've always had beef. He's had beef with a lot.
No, but Diddy or 50 has tried to put people out like
yeah.
publicly show them, like expose them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50's a real one, I think.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
he's real gangster.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
He's real gangster. Motherfucker got shot for sure.
Someone called him out recently in a rap battle, or for a rap diss. I forgot who it was, but basically there was I don't remember what rapper, but some rapper called out 50 Cent, and they're like, that's the worst mistake you could ever do in your life, because he's the type of guy that will come back 50 years later and be like, I hope cancer gets you, or some shit.
What do you mean?
Like he just doesn't get, like, he doesn't let go of
Grudges?
grudges. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were saying like 50 Cent's the type of guy that if you're dying in cancer at old age, he'll be like, I hope cancer wins.
Yeah.
To your face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, he's just ruthless. Dude.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like you can't really be that successful and then have that come up in that situation without being ruthless.
Yeah,
let's just be honest. Like to be successful after being a rapper, being in prison, and all this other shit, you have to have like a really strong mentality.
Yeah.
Whether it's right or wrong, dude, I don't know.
I mean,
You know, it is what it is.
it's what it is.
I can't fucking judge. The only thing I can judge is that motherfucker's balling because he's doing a lot. Because 50 Cent is now starting his own studio.
Yeah.
Right. He produces and makes films and TV shows.
Right.
Right. He's got all the Power series. He's
Yeah.
got Empire. I think. Does he do Empire?
He does a lot of he has a lot of stuff.
He does a
in the
lot of
industry.
stuff. Music. He's got his own cognac or something like that.
Yeah, he has like his own label for
He did the
certain
vitamin
alcohol.
water thing.
Yeah, I
Right.
remember that.
He did a lot of stuff, bro.
Dude, his son's an idiot though, man.
Why would his son do?
Well, his son was already getting like 80,000 pretty much per year, getting just free money.
Crazy.
And he was demanding his dad to give him
Spoiled.
yeah, he was spoiled. And he has enough money like per month where he can invest it. But he's like,
He's a lot of money.
yeah. So like, and he was already past the age of 18, but he opened his mouth and shit, dude. And it blew up to the point where now like pretty much, I think I forgot, it happened like 2 years ago, I think, but he cut him off.
Yeah.
He pretty much cut him off. He got to the point where Fiddy went to, he made a video to troll his son, his own son. There's a video on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's a music video where Fiddy about his son.
He trolls his own son.
Yeah, dude, he pretty much troll. It's a mini like troll joke against his son because he's like he's against or some
Shit,
shit.
Rowan.
Not Ja Rule, yeah. Oh, dude, Ja Rule, dude, that was even worse. He's petty, dude. Petty was fucking.
Well, Ja
He-
Rule got destroyed.
Yeah, he bought.
Eminem fucked him up.
50 Cent bought the first front rows on Ja Rule's concert
Oh yeah.
himself, and he made sure it was empty.
Didn't someone just do that with a
Yeah.
Drake? Or was whose concert was that?
It was Ja Rule's.
Was
That-
it
that
just
was-
recently?
No, that was a while ago, a long time ago.
No, but somebody just did that.
Yes.
To Ja Rule?
Was it who was it? J. Cole?
I don't know.
Drake?
Maybe it was Drake Cole.
Drake Cole?
I don't know. But yeah, it was that bathtub scene.
This one?
Yeah. Fucking hilarious, dude. It's only like a minute.
Yo, bro, it reminds me of the scene. What movie was it where they take the boyfriend into the garage and then all the homies are there like,
Yeah.
"What you trying to do with her tonight, huh?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
But that's crazy. Then he fucked it all up, dude. This song.
fucking idiot, bro.
It's fucking stupid.
So dumb.
Imagine doing nothing for $6,700 a month. You
Just
could
to be the child of somebody who's successful.
dude.
That's fucking
just-
crazy.
Dude, you could have done so much, bro. Like,
Or just kept his mouth shut and done absolutely nothing and just
yeah, dude.
Chill.
You could have, fuck.
I mean, like,
man.
dude, like, think about it. He was 25 fucking years old, right? So and it was a child support thing. He said,
yeah.
He was getting monthly payments, even past the child support.
yeah. So like for 25, 19, 18, so 7 years, right? 7 years of fucking 6,700.
Right.
How much is that?
Yeah. It's a lot.
67
67 times 12 times 8
times 8
or 7.
times 12 is 80,400. Then times 8, or is it 7?
7, yeah.
Times 7, that's $562,800.
So $500,000 that he could have invested into anything.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. He could have fucking
He could have had another income
yeah.
plus that, and then you could have doubled. Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking dumb, dude.
So stupid, but yeah.
He could have funded anything. Like, dude, he could have done anything.
Dude, you could have just traveled his whole life.
Yeah.
But I mean, still.
$60,000
Oh,
a month.
but it's funny. Also, you have to think about like the relationship that they probably had.
Yeah.
So like
He wasn't as close with the kids because he was always gone.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same
raised
time-
by a single mom or whatever. You know what I mean? Like mom could have put a lot of shit in his fucking head too. So,
Yeah.
but fucking
I don't know.
bro. Anyways, let's close out.
Yeah.
Henry, you want to give it a shot this time again? Camera,
Thank you for
Right here.
watching.
dude. Just
What? This
right
one?
here, this camera.
Okay. Yo, thank you for watching this episode. Please leave a comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what you want to hear and how you thought about this episode. Waku out.
Deuces.
All right, guys. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Spotify, here at YouTube if you're watching it, and Instagram.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Check me out. You see me on the road, I'm in hustle mode, real estate mogul, commercial real estate.